We're going to go ahead and pull some cards specifically for twin flames, do collective reads specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective. Today is a special day as well. Our Aquarius sun is trine our north node. This is an important, powerful alignment. Expect huge destined shifts, and I want to talk about that a little bit. Because yes, we are going to all have a destined ultimate partner. That is where your path is meant to lead you into twin flame union. But let's talk about that. While destiny may align certain people, it's up to certain people how that goes. So you know from past experiences that you meet people under the perfect circumstances and the perfect divine timing, but say someone treats you badly, cheats on you, it doesn't go well, you know that later on you're going to have someone else come in too, because it just kind of depends on how things go. And so we have a lot of these kind of themes coming up about destined encounters and past life encounters coming up as this alignment is activating our future path and also our destined path moving forward. This means that if you are in a soulmate or twin flame connection, especially a twin flame connection, you're going to be thinking about this person a lot. You may be getting hidden messages, signs, and synchronicities from this person too. Know that if you're thinking about them all the time, they're thinking about you all of the time too, as there's a certain mirroring effect that happens with this connection too. We still have a lot of other powerful alignments playing out though from now through Valentine's Day, which are pushing a lot of things to the surface energetically as well too. This is meant to be a really romantic time of year. You guys are going to figure out where you're at in your connections by Valentine's Day as well too, and you'll be able to tell by how that goes for you, of how that person feels for you as well too. This is important. So let's go ahead and start some messages for the divine feminine. Know that this is shifting destined connections closer together. It's also bringing a lot of clearing energies to the surface. We're going to talk about this. Certain healing comes up too with twin flames, certain healing work. I think that's how you'll know the connection too, by whatever's happening. You're probably going to have to clear a lot of energies and attachment energy. If you're in a twin flame situation too, you're even going to have to break your attachment to your twin flame as well too, as part of the healing at different times. So I want to talk about different things, but you are like a battery. There's a certain push-pull dynamic with twin flames that you guys will feel strongly at different times throughout the connection. The push is pushing away, it's separation. The pull is union. And these are energetic things that happen in the unseen oftentimes, but they're things that happen with your energy as well too. So be mindful of this. But let's start out with a reading specifically for the divine feminine to see what is going on. If you're the divine masculine, you can take these as direct messages from your feminine or what is going on with the feminine collective. So feminine to masculine. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? And this is important too, because some stuff has probably happened in the past. This can happen very fast too. You could be in union, and when disagreements or separation energies come up, it can be a lot to deal with, or it can bring up challenges and obstacles in the path. A lot of you guys are facing external obstacles too. This is like things outside of you that try to throw off the connections. This is very common with twin flames and different karmic energies and karmic challenges that you may be facing. Twin flames are meant to motivate you to clean up or clear out your karmic baggage that you're still holding as well too, because this is ascension and you can't take it with you. You can't take your family connections with you, your ex-partners, toxic connections, right? I can go on and on and on. Karmics in all different forms have to go, and you have to fully heal and release these energies on a lot of levels too. So we have a lot of this as well too, kind of coming up. Time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choices, and someone showed me the clock symbol this morning and they didn't know what it meant. I was like, no, this is a symbol of the twin flames. Why I was posting the clock this morning. This is a sign of destiny. Twin flames have agreed to meet at a certain rendezvous point underneath that clock. Like, it's divine timing, it's union, and it is an agreement that your souls made prior to coming to earth that you would meet and that you would be together as well too. These are past life contracts and vows that we're dealing with. So when we see the clock symbolism, it's like the clock is striking, time is now. You were my home, and now I feel like I'm out in the cold. Especially any of you guys in separation, you're dealing with a lot of emotional energy, and sometimes it doesn't stop. It carries on through that separation. And it's important that you're pulling back your focus and really taking care of yourself in your healing. Someone was asking me, when will union happen? When you're fully healed as well too. This is when it will happen. So do more energy clearing work. Now, some of you guys, Divine Feminine, pay attention to this. You might have a masculine that's a little bit more asleep, a little bit more immersed in the matrix, a little bit more immersed in karmic situations, or they're just not able to do the energy work. Like maybe they're not even aware of how. And so maybe your Divine Masculine may need some help with this process through you doing extra work, because the more spiritual twin is going to be doing more of the energy healing and clearing work and things like that. And a lot of you guys might know what I'm talking about, because this person may or may not know how. And so if they're not clearing their energy, they're going to be sitting in all of this gunky, yucky energy and emotions and things like that. So it's very important, Divine Feminine, that you are clearing your energy and keeping your energy clear. You should be doing extra clearing work to deal with the heavy emotions, traumas, and things that are coming to the surface from this connection. This connection will stir up any baggage that you have energetically. It's going to hit all of your old traumas and different insecurities just right by what's going to play out within the narrative as well too, because it has a lot to do with your relationship templates. Now, real quick before I keep going, make sure you guys are booking a reading on my website. You can do the readings as often as you want. They're going to help you a ton with more clarity on your own specific situation and what to be doing for it too. Make sure you're doing the healing sessions. I have a whole twin flame healing section on my website. This will help you a ton. I also do twin flame coaching, and these sessions are designed to get you into union and to help you through this process. So check out the resources and tools that I have specifically for twin flames. I am an energy healer. Make sure you're doing extra energy healing sessions during this time, especially with the space energies and the ascension energies going so high. You're probably going to need it a little bit extra right now as you're feeling the energies. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time, and this is important too, because you might have been in that push state or whatever it is too, and this might be different emotions may have been getting in the way or clouding. It could have been things said, how you were feeling, your energy in different kind of ways. Despite this, like some people are in union, and it's going to be a beautiful Valentine's Day and holiday and rest of the month. For those of you guys that are, you're going to notice a lot of beautiful healing and relationship shifts that play out in your connection. For those in separation, you're going to be longing and missing your twin flame so much extra right now and feeling it as well too. Know that they are as well too, and sometimes it's just to heal things. So you'll have to sit with yourself during those spaces of separation, and these happen all of the time. I was saying this morning to someone, right? I think that it could be just part of the journey as well too. Some twin flames separate indefinitely and move on with their journey, lessons learned, and they're kind of done with each other at a certain point, or some will come back together for a reunion and union. It all depends on you and what you want, Divine Feminine. I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. So you've done this dance many times before with this person. They are a past life lover. This is why you are destined to meet this person. Certain souls are destined to meet. It's up to the fates and destiny to bring you together, and under what circumstance. But especially for those of you guys that are married, things like that, like these kind of things are agreed upon. A lot of times it has to do with your past life karmas of how your life will go, but there's certain things that are predestined to play out. Meeting your twin flame is one of those things. However, you're having to really work hard to keep this in the higher frequencies and to make this a healthy connection, because oftentimes both twin flames have been through a lot of toxic stuff. Most of the time twin flames are starseeds, and you guys have been through a lot of inner child, really bad inner child situations, toxic relationships, and other things like that. So you're bringing a lot of these energies together and have a lot of things that you need to heal and work through, both separately and together. So this is an important part of it too. When I come back to you, it is forever. And many of you guys might have seen that in the beginning where you pictured a forever lifetime with this person, or you know this is the person that you want to be with in some type of way. So this is also a separation message. Divine Feminine is wanting this connection and wanting to be with this person, but the real deal, right? Like the real deal, like actual union. Your doubts, fears, and worry are blocking union, and this is exactly what comes up. And I can always see it because people start to spin, or get a little, I don't want to say that desperation energy of wanting it so badly, which actually pushes away. Or a lot of people begin to doubt. I've seen people that I work with have this doubt come up around their union or connection, and this gets in the way as well too. Old fears from past relationships, intimacy things, and stuff like that can get in the way as well too. I feel your energy around me all of the time, and this is on the higher, and this is because twin flames are together in the higher, and the reason why you're always strongly feeling this person, thinking about them, right? It's because in the spiritual, it's trying to anchor into the physical reality and trying to make its way down here, and we're trying to catch up with the spiritual realms of where we're at in the physical. So your soul is pulling you towards this person. Now there can be resistance, as we talked about, with fear, worry, doubts, and negative emotions that have come up on whichever side, right? But in the spiritual, you're always together. So this is why you sense this person's energy and feel them around you. Believe in miracles and that things can shift anytime. And this is powerful too, that you staying positive and putting positive visualizations, affirmations, and manifestations out there will help a ton with this connection. You're manifesting all of it. Believe in sudden miracles and shifts. Actually, if you're off your path, separation is off your path. If you're off your path, then the fates are going to step in right now between now and this eclipse that's coming at us. I know I'm really early for that, but today's alignment is meant to put you back on course and back on your path in some type of way. So you can expect sudden shifts with your twin flame situation as well too, for those in separation. For those that are working towards union and having a lot of contact with your twin flame, this is part of the process and part of the path. Trust that your soul is guiding you towards union. For those in union, this is a beautiful alignment for really connecting. So we have this destined energy at play right now. And the divine feminine is struggling to find the right path. This could be without their masculine too. I always describe separation as off your path anyways, and you guys will know that. So there have been some mistakes that have been made. This is the divine feminine card too, wanting to make things better or to right certain wrongs. And then feeling unworthy of this connection, that can happen too. It can trigger different things within that. This is self-esteem issues, or not feeling good enough or ready enough for this connection in some type of way. But we do have this energy of reunion. Maybe you guys always do this in different lifetimes, or in this lifetime where you tend to find your way back to each other in some type of way, or to come back together, because we do have this reconciliation energy. For those that are in separation, make sure you're doing tons of healing work no matter what your situation, but especially in separation, it will help you to come back together. I was telling someone, when you do the energy healings through my site, it will help to speed up the process. So if you're in, say, a separation or whatever, it will help to get you out of that and to work you through the process faster and to clear certain things. Okay, so you have unfinished business with this person. It's not over, but there's a lot of patterns and back and forth energy and baggage that has come up. And this could be seeing their patterns too. Like, right? Oh my God. Okay, this could be on both sides. Like, it could be actual patterns and cycles within the relationship that are playing out, that are becoming very aware of patterns within the other person. But just try to work on your side of things. I always say, in healing yourself, this is what will shift things. So we have financial stress coming up, money problems, material things coming up. This is sacral healing. You're needing to clear your sacral, heal your sacral, and to let go of past relationship wounds that are stored in your sacral, so that you can be ready for this union. It's a huge purification process. So sacral healing will help with that. Pay attention to your intuition. You're getting a lot of messages. This is like gut feelings, psychic premonitions, sixth sense, things happening. Like last night, I was doing a healing session on someone, and like later, because I'd already done it, I had their order open, and I noticed that they lived in the same town as my twin flame in another country. And I was like, oh, do they live in England? Yes. And then I noticed, because the name just kind of popped out at me, because I didn't notice it anyway, like I did the order or whatever, and I don't pay attention to the address. And then it kind of popped out at me, but it was like a crazy synchronicity even for me, right? Because it was the same town, and it's just the chances of that happening as well too. So you might be seeing a lot of signs, messages, and synchronicity reminding you of this person in some type of way. It could be music, it could be angel numbers, it could be little breadcrumbs from the universe that are kind of steering you in that direction, because they might be out of mind or you're doing other things, and then you notice this and think of this person. All right, this is the travel card, distance, boundaries, and far apart, and this could indicate traveling. If your twin flame is somewhere else, you should be thinking about maybe going to them. Like, right, finally. All right, this is divine feminine, might be getting ready to go some places this year, but this is also healing separation issues such as distance. You know, we have a lot of, I was talking about, because I'm going to get into the masculine reading, a lot of masculines have avoidance tendencies and things like that. These are a pattern There are also narcissistic traits sometimes that are coming up within these connections that people need to heal and things like that. So if there is a big distance or separation, people do that on purpose. Oftentimes avoidant people, they put up too much boundaries and won't let anyone near, right? Like they start out with love bombing and, you know, really intense, and then they pull back and you never see them and things like that. And this is like too much boundaries. And then this is a lot of the underlying reason is they're wounded, they're in pain. Some people probably shouldn't be dating, in fact, like that, but twin flame has a funny way of finding you whether you're ready or not. So some of you guys might be dealing with distance like that. This is healing that separation in some type of way. So if there's been like distance, not a lot of communication, things like that. All right, we're going to do a reading for the divine masculine now. Let's see what's going on for the masculine collective. Divine feminine, take this as what's going on for your masculine, but direct messages masculine to feminine. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. They feel just the same about you. If there's lack of communication, it's driving them crazy too, and they're in some type of turmoil because, see, we get into this, I talk about soul shock, and this is what you go through in separation, but it actually triggers CPTSD, and if you have a high load of trauma and things like that, it can trigger a lot of negative energies and things like that. So if they pull back, it's driving them crazy, honestly, and it probably will even more as well too, because the avoidance is avoiding their true spiritual path and their spiritual awakening and trying to put it off. So when they're avoiding, they're just trying to stay in the 3D, right? They're just trying to stay asleep. And if they would lean into the twin flame journey, it will awaken them and lead them into higher levels of the soul. But for some, they're just trying to stay on that basic level, and then they're in an inner turmoil in trying to do that too. For some, we have a lot of this going on as well too. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. And a lot of you guys are listening to your ego, and I can't wait, because over the next couple of years, we're going to see some big transitions between the spiritual and the material dimensions and things like that. So it is very important that you're following your heart with this too, and allowing your heart to guide you, especially when it comes to relationships and love. I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw that, pass that onto the soul. And so this is also how they present themselves to others, and then how they are with you. And so I can see this, like I see this a lot with my twin flame, where he actually appears different when he's hanging out with other people. But then I think he's more himself by me, right? like when you can truly be with someone and open up and be yourself. So I've seen him on a lot of a deeper level that he presents with his ego persona with other people and things like that. And it can be like that for the masculine as well too. They like the superficial connections, but with you, they've gone a lot deeper, a lot faster. And you've seen so many aspects of their true self, whether, you know, multiple layers of them and things like that. So they're we have the mask card. This is avoidance, hiding, ego, and this is them needing to clear old beliefs and things like that might be keeping the masculine stuck in the 3D. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long, and that's exactly what it is hiding from love, because this love is powerful and intense, and it requires you to heal, and a lot of people are not on board with healing on planet Earth, if we didn't notice, but the energies and circumstances are pushing people to heal like never before. So this is a connection that is requiring you to really work on your energy and to heal yourself, masculine. This could be shutting out people, shutting out the twin flame, like spending a little too much time alone or being a little too comfortable alone. I talked about that with a lot of avoidance, their love avoidance, right? And they're trying to avoid connection with other people, but oftentimes this is really bad, because it is through our connections with other people that amazing things start to happen, especially in relationships and love and things like that. So they might be shutting you out. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. So there is a distance or a separation between you. We'll say a lot. Some of this might be on the masculine end too. It depends on your situation. Again, take what resonates. But we have that for those of you guys, because not everyone, but for those of you guys in separation with that absence, the divine feminine, it's killing them. It's feeling like they're missing a part of themselves, or it's like that with the soul and the spiritual level as well too. This is breaking this person. I talked about feeling like you've been broken into a million pieces every time your twin flame leaves, right? And things like that. And it just kind of depends. This can happen on and off as the energies get heavy. It can make, either one or the other run or whatever, things like that. But it literally can feel very intense too. We are both hurting from this. So if one is hurting, the other is hurting as well too. They're feeling it. You share an energy. Divine Feminine is not happy in this situation, Masculine. They're very unsatisfied. They're not happy with how things were going or how they're going. Divine Masculine needs to be responsible for your energy and financial and emotional needs. So we see a world, I'm not going to make fun of it because I work a ton too, but we see a world where women are stepping up and becoming the boss babe entrepreneur and becoming the masculine, right? Because back in the day, the masculine used to go to work and provide, and the women would take care of the family, and this was our paradigm. But we're seeing this kind of change in our time, and a lot of masculines might be struggling, not all, but might be struggling energetically and financially and fully taking care of themselves. This can be from childhood dynamics and wounds and all sorts of things like that. But masculine needs to step up to be that provider and in that masculine energy as needed. This is the family card too. So when you're not able to do that, we see less and less people married and having children. And that's what the world needs during this time. We need, the feminine to be those mothers, right? Once again. And that's actually what's going to save the planet, is that conscious parenting and shifting back into those roles as we should be in. So oftentimes when the masculine is in a lack, you'll see that you're bringing out masculine energy in your partner because they're having to step up and fulfill some of these things on a deeper level as well too. So when you actually get into your masculine energy a little bit more, this will get your feminine to be softer. You need to heal and open up your heart chakra for more of this connection. So many masculines needing to open up their heart chakra and having heart chakra issues. And that's the closing out, closed heart chakra, right? So when you're closing people out, closed heart chakra, this could be from past experiences, pain, breakups, death, whatever. But it's your responsibility to heal and activate your heart chakra. This is your spiritual connection too. So when you're closing off to your twin flame, because you're closing off to the connection or your heart chakra, you're also closing down your spiritual connection. The more that you can work on healing your heart and opening up to love, the more that you're also opening up to your connection with the spiritual and to source as well too. So we have this masculine needs to heal their heart. Everything I see now reminds me of you. Masculine is thinking about you all the time. They're seeing little signs, messages. Maybe it's like they wish they could tell you, or they miss you, or they're being reminded of you. So especially if they tried to put you out of mind, they're being reminded of this connection. Things just got too intense too fast, and this is energetically. I need a break to heal myself. We're at make or break point with this though, with a lot of people too. So we talked about being at a crossroads between our destinies and our paths. If you have someone, twin flame or not, and they're not willing to step up and do this journey with you, because it's a journey, trust me, you'll have other experiences come out of it too. So we're at a pivotal point with the twin flame journey for a lot of people too, where the masculine in this reading needs to step up or step out. And when they're choosing separation or to work on themselves or putting their own needs above the union, that's happening anyways. You've triggered so many intense emotions in me, and these are emotions that were underneath the surface. So when you go into separations or you're coming into union, there's a lot of purging that happens and a lot of things come up for clearing. This is why you're needing to really do that energy work, masculine. All right, so we have 4 of Pentacles. Masculine is holding on to past people, things, and situations. This is keeping you stuck in the 3D and just blocked your union in some type of way. So when you're holding on to past karmic relationships, I say love interest, family that's very karmic and dysfunctional and other things like that, you're not doing the ascension work to clean up your life. It becomes blocks and obstacles in the union. Oftentimes these things will probably trigger the feminine if they've done a high level of work and cleared out all of this stuff in their life, and they're seeing that you're stuck in it as well too, or choosing to be too. This is also keeping things secret, so trying to hide things from the relationship, from the feminine. Usually when you're hiding things, we all know about that. This is possessiveness, clinging, isolation, and trying to control things, including trying to control the connection with the feminine. So we have masculine needing to set aside some of these negative things in your life. It could be connected with past experiences, people, and things like that. We have the Strength card. This is getting back in flow emotionally. This is if you've been upset, anger, which is inner child, unresolved issues, inner strength, confidence. This is healing your own fears, doubts, and anxiety, and healing those fears, doubts, and anxiety about the connection that have come up as well too. Eight of Pentacles, hard work paying off, about to see results, and this is like your manifestations coming to you in some type of way. It depends on what you're manifesting. Okay, so some are just manifesting money in the material in the matrix. These things are going to crumble. They're not going to work out on some type of level. They're going to lead to tower moments. So we have a couple groups of masculines. Some are focused on their own, I say selfish, their own path, right? Because it is. See, we're having to be selfish is our own path, union is service, right? Okay, so we have people that are focused on their own path, and they're focused on money, ego pursuits, job, and things like that. And these things are going to lead to more tower moments and ego disappointments and things like that. Those that are focusing on union and making that a pivotal point of their focus in their life, amazing things are going to play out for that group as well too. So for those that are pursuing, have pushed out their twin flame and are pursuing their own selfish things, that will lead to more tower moments and ego destruction. Those that are focusing on union is like literally like a flower garden where you have to give it water and sunshine and attention and things like that, or we know union will die, right? Like if you're not. And so we have these two kind of paths presenting themselves to the divine masculine. Choose wisely. Four of Swords, getting back into the game, end of a period of solitude, coming out of isolation, recovery, awakening, and finding mental strength. And if this is like if you've been in that hermit mode for the winter time or isolation, we just talked about avoidance as isolation and being really unhealthy and things like that, and leading to selfish narcissistic patterns and things like that, or pushing away people, sabotaging behavior. A lot of times avoidance is sabotaging behavior and pushing away connections or things like that. This is getting balanced mentally and coming back out. So this could indicate coming back into union for those in separation, or finding your twin flame and getting out there and dating, or something like that. Make sure that you're opening up, and this is your spiritual awakening, and you're meant to also kind of come together in this union in some type of level too. So focusing on your healing path, clearing negative patterns, clearing patterns of avoidance. Have a beautiful day. If you guys need me, I'm going to be around doing healings on my website. You just go ahead and book me on sparksofdivinelightshealing.com, and have a beautiful day.